just before we start the show tonight, we will be paying our respects to our Queen, Queen Elizabeth II, who sadly passed away yesterday. So our thoughts go out to the family as well. So, anyways, let's get on with the show rolling. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back again to another live show. It's been a while since we did these live streams here. So you can see a couple of people waiting in the background already. But again, as I mentioned, we are going to be paying our respects, of course, again to our Queen, who sadly passed away yesterday as well. And to be honest, I think we need to talk about a couple of people who need calling out in this show as well, because disgusting what they came out with yesterday and today as well. But anyways, we'll talk about as well our game from last week against Palace, which we were well and truly robbed of. Really, really robbed. We were still annoyed with that. Not to mention VAR had an absolute catastrophe last weekend, didn't it? Yeah, so I think we need to talk about that as well. We'll get the guys in a moment, so as well. And I bet you've missed them, because guess what's back after an hour of this show? There you are. Anyway, White Trans is even a sad period for our nation. It certainly is, isn't it? It really, really is. It was a really sad news what we heard yesterday as well. But anyways, let's get two of the guys in. So, of course, good old Chippers. And good evening, fellas. How are you?
All right, yourself, Pete?
Good. Well, the heartbreaking news yesterday. I mean, what a sad day for our nation it was, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. It's a massive loss.
Yep. Yeah, it certainly was. Chippers.
2 seconds, I've got a coffee in my cup. Yeah, it was. We thought to go out with them. I mean, I'm not a royalist, but when having lost somebody this year, that when you know someone's going, it's not very nice, But
Yes.
Sadly, life goes on, doesn't it? Unfortunately, we've got to look forward now rather than backwards.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely as well. I think we need to, as I mentioned, we need to call a couple of people out in this show. One of them being a TalkSport pundit, Trevor Sinclair. What that tweet he came out with was absolutely disgraceful, disgusting. TalkSport have pulled him off air as well, which is the totally right thing to do, and he should be back on there as well. I hope he isn't. But come out with that, and now he's trying to apologize as if it's all going to be rosy in the garden. I'm sorry, no chance.
Yeah, it's not. He's just trying to rig his way out of it, isn't he? And use any excuse in the boot to say that he didn't do it when it's in there in black and white. He did do it, so I think he's just probably clean.
And I'm pretty sure this is a guy who's been done for a kind of a racist situation as well. Yeah. I think he's been done for drink driving offences as well.
He was racist for a police officer, and he weighed on him, right, as well.
It's just what words can you describe that? It's absolute filth completely. From him, it really, really is as well. Even though I'm from Northern Ireland, the image of it presenting Bobby Moore, the World Cup iconic, absolutely yes. Of course, that time when England won the World Cup in 1996, and you see her presenting Bobby Moore with the World Cup, obviously as well. So,
and how young did she look, Peter?
Yeah. as well. Oh, I just didn't realize. John, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. Really, really appreciate it. Guys, if you do, of course, enjoy tonight's show, please do stick the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Of course, if you're new to the channel and if you're enjoying the content, you're not yet subscribed, feel free to donate as well. And of course, feel free to become a member of the channel as well. And if you'd like to appear on, the link is back. The link is pinned in the live comments as well. I'm glad I've got this show back because it unfortunately clashed with games in the midweek and other commitments, which I had on as well. But yeah, glad to have got the show back. Is it the right thing to postpone all the games?
I bet you've got so many food picks saved up now after the past 2 weeks.
I mean, do you think, guys, it was the right thing to call all the games off at the weekend? I know the government, they came out and said that it was fine for the games to still go ahead, but the Premier League, AFL, and all the other footballing associations come together and said, no, we're going to have all the games off for this weekend, and possibly next weekend as well, from what I've been reading as well. It's the right thing,
I think it was the right. Yeah, you can't play when this is something of this magnitude happened. It's we're in unprecedented times. You just got to think of, obviously William's the president of the FA, isn't he? So you just got to think it's his grandma who's died. So if it was your grandparent and you were in the same situation, would you be bothered watching football or anything like that?
Absolutely not.
And then I put me stupid Newcastle hat on, and I think, well, we've still got 3 of the best players out in Jan. It's going to benefit us, hopefully, for them coming back. But if I say that, I'll get called I'm disrespecting the Queen and hashtag Trevor Sinclair, won't I?
Again, because another person that needs to be called out on that as well, who's been worked for the club for such a very long time, and that was Mick Lowe's former BBC Newcastle radio commentator. I mean, Adam put a tweet out. Adam Pearson put a tweet out about, with this game being off, that he is right, Adam Pearson, that's going to help Bruno, possibly Wilson, and ASM to get back fit as well, hopefully for the other games as well. And then Mick Lowe comes out and commenting on this, states that if he's got no respect for the Queen passing away, well, I'm sorry, wrong. I mean, Adam did a video yesterday when he went to watch the women's game away to Middlesbrough, and he paid his tribute at the beginning of the video.
Exactly.
Do you know what? It's ironic because I was going to put that exact same tweet out before he did that. I saw him put that out, and I thought, there's no way I'm doing it. Because I thought it was just kind of target.
I mean, Nicholas he's looking like a right in himself now.
Well, Steve Ray's took him off. He's cancelled his show with him. I think that he does with him every week, which it's a shame because I like that show, but if he needs help, unfortunately, you can't just randomly say that. And you know, the fact that people are wishing him well and everything as well, and he was telling him to F off and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know, that's not Mick Rose for me. That really isn't him.
See the weather horrible.
You're on mute. You're on mute, mate. Do you not see the button in the bottom corner? Say that you're on mute.
Here you go.
You are mute, were you?
I was actually. But again, as you mentioned there, Chippers, he's looking like a right idiot to himself now, Mick Close, for coming out with that.
Yeah.
I think he just needs to come and say, I'm sorry, I got the wrong end of the stick.
I know he has left Steve Rave's show because apparently Mick Close is recovering from a stroke. But it doesn't give him the right to come out and go out, have a dig with Adam with that. And he's not even apologised for it as well.
Well, the thing is, if you're recovering from a stroke, being on social media would be the best thing for you. Because if I was recovering from a stroke, I don't think I'd be on social media. I'd be making sure I'm all right before even thinking about turning the computer on again. But obviously, different strokes for different folks. You don't know, but that would be my opinion.
Yeah, it is. Oh, we've got a bit of echoing in the background, so I'm going to have to take someone off in case.
It's not me.
Is it Gordon? Is that the echo gone? Yeah, it's you, Gordon. Sorry. Yeah, Gordon, you might have to come back out. Oh, it's not. It's still
I've got YouTube. I have 2 seconds. I've got YouTube on me. Like, but I've got it on very quiet. But
All right, knock it off in the background there, Chippers, in case. Yeah,
Can hear
can
with
kinda-
me. Innocent.
is that
I thought
better?
it was. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. There we go.
So-
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
just me-
yeah.
laptop.
Because Chippers had
I had it on.
YouTube.
I had it on volume 1. How the hell did it pick it up on volume 1?
Again, but
Yes,
it's still
again.
there.
Well,
Hold
no,
on,
I've got
Chip.
no on. I've got no
I
on.
can still-
I've got no
Try
on.
again. Let's try it. Chip, is the echo still there? Yeah, Chip, as all you're gonna have to come back in. Sorry.
Can see I'm innocent, Peter.
What is going on?
Because I see happened with John Shaw. I got kicked out.
Mm. Yeah,
I
looks
got
like the echo's gone now. Chippers, come back in, come back out, come back in. Let's see if that works any better. Anyways,
Yeah,
I'll get Lawrence
hey.
in anyway. Yeah, right, Lawrence.
Hey guys.
Sad
Hey,
news
Lawrence.
yesterday. What? Did you? There we go. What did you make the sad news yesterday, Lawrence?
Oh, that was shocking.
It was, wasn't it? I mean, devastated it was. It was just absolutely devastating.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better, Chippers.
Sweet.
Remember to with me comments as well.
I was just
So
getting my charger. Sorry, it was a bit creepy. I was getting my charger.
no problem. Even in all what's going on, rest in peace, Auntie Liz. According to Beal, absolute. I think they'll cancel next week too. It's too close to the funeral to let the
Well,
players at the stadiums and divert resources. Yep, it could well and truly happen.
Because
couldn't it?
the King's
Just-
saying the funeral's a week and a half away.
There you are. Can't wait to see the food pics later and see how many Chippers won't eat. Chippers loves
Yeah,
them pics.
I'll
he
be
does.
anorexic by 10:09. I'll be anorexic. So you know.
Hi, PD, Gold Sam again and all. I hope you well. I like coffee. I think I hear a reverb. Yeah, but it's got sorted now. Is Sam on an Air Force pilot? I see all airplane pics in the back as well.
No, I'm what you call an av geek. I like aviation.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
I've
but
got like models and everything, man. So you know.
Yep.
Wish I was a pilot. Like that's what I always wanted to be. Like, but I didn't stick in at school, unfortunately.
I know. Yeah. Well, again, go back to Her Majesty. Of course, remember the knighthood was Shira at the time as well.
Yeah, she was the last person to hand her a trophy in 1955.
Yes, the FA Cup it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, was it what's he called? Joe Harvey. Was it Joe Harvey that was the captain?
Yeah, I believe it was.
2 years before my dad was born. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, it just shows what she's done as well for this country as well. Of course, she's had plenty of visits up to the north of England before. So,
yeah.
But again, it was.
She was up here nearly once every year, wasn't she? But
yeah, something like that, wasn't it? But yeah. See, well, so again, rest in peace to our Queen Elizabeth II. Right, we'll go on to guys, of course, from last Saturday. How well and truly robbed we were.
Highway robbery.
Yeah. So you have to.
I mean, I
don't see what Lee Mason saw. I don't know what Lee Mason saw that way he didn't. Even the angles he saw, you could have seen it was a foul.
Yeah,
foul by the Palace player.
I tell you how he missed that push.
I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? Because there was a blatant push on Willock, and that made him land into Crystal Palace's goalkeeper Guayeda, and that's how things. But apparently, they didn't look at that on VAR. They were more concentrating on the challenge on the goalkeeper.
Well, that's because Lee Mason's a prick, isn't he? He doesn't know what he's doing.
Again, he's been taken off of VAR for the next game, but to me, that's not enough. because he's going to be back on it the game after that.
Yeah, it's the punishment doesn't fit the crime, does it? Really?
Well, no, it doesn't.
And the day we could end up missing if we say finish 8th and miss out on Europe by 2 points, or you're going to look back at that game and think, well, if we won 1-0, would have been in Europe. But you know, again, now as I've said earlier in the week, as soon as you retire from refereeing, you should be out the door straight away. You shouldn't be given the choice of VAR officiating. There should either be 1, recruiting VAR officials only, or 2, giving people the option of being a referee or a VAR official.
Well, absolutely, it should be, yeah.
Or have former players doing VAR.
Good idea.
Well, I'm a bit dubious on that though, because there could be a bit biased. Like if say for example you've got Gary Neville, Gary Neville on VAR.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
you wouldn't have Shearer for Newcastle, Neville for Man United, for example.
It's like I would love Michael Oliver to referee our game, but he can't because he supports us.
Yeah.
Which is the thing. Foreign referees, I would give maybe them, because we all works abroad very well in other countries, but it's so corrupt in this country. We need a referee like that. Who would you call him? Kalina back in the days. I mean, that was a referee you were talking about. He
different because Donald devastated if he comes over here from Italy.
Because he took absolutely no crap off anyone.
No. He was the best, wasn't he? I don't think anyone. If you notice, the best 2 referees from England since then are probably the Clattenburg and of course Oliver, both Newcastle fans. So it's it's quite ironic, isn't it?
Says I think they should have kept the games on, but that's just me. I know everyone this has got a different opinion. Some have said that the game should have been kept on because there has been other sporting events still going ahead, as well. I know the Great North Run's still going ahead on Sunday as well.
Yeah, but that's for charity though, isn't it? So you can see
Well,
why that's
for charity.
But my cousin was meant to be doing the junior one tomorrow because she's only 6, but that's been obviously cancelled. So
that's cancelled, yeah.
But I was going to see
it on Sunday.
Oh.
I need a bag of what Lee Mason was smoking. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was just a catastrophe. I mean,
sorry. No, it's okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, this was a glorious chance from this man there to put us 1-0 up into the game. And he tried to lob the keeper rather than put his foot through it. Again, we'll not get over too critical on him because he has just come.
Should have been around the keeper.
Should have put that in, shouldn't he?
Should have been around him.
Yeah, but we're not the £58 million striker who was through 1-on-1 hour, so we kind of. I'll just say, you know what? I think he'll score more than he misses, and it's the worrying fact. I'll be worried is the fact that Fraser Almiron, despite Almiron having a good game, and Fraser working his socks off, but didn't create anything for him. That would be that's what I would be more worried about.
He was one of our best players out on the pitch, I've got to admit. What I didn't like was him.
I agree, but he didn't. Yeah, I agree, but I don't think he created anything for either.
Well, again, he was taken off for that man there, who again offered absolutely nothing in the game. And again, people coming out and says, "Oh, but he's got energy when he comes on the pitch." But where's the product from him? It's not there.
His cousin's crap.
You get offered more from a woman on the street corner than you do off Jacob Murphy, man. That's how much end product he's got. It's just I don't see what anyone else sees, because I just see somebody who's literally like Forrest Gump, and he's with a ball, he just runs with it, and he just if you run straight and there was a door straight there, you would just run straight through it. Like if there was a gap in the like signing boards, you would just go straight down it. You wouldn't cut in or anything, you would just go straight, and that for me says that he's got as much quality as a Tubber Lord, really.
I mean, I'm quite concerned in the attacking area still. No ASM. We kind of struggled to set up chances. ASM's been doing that this season. Fraser frustrated me as well. No end product as well from him.
I think his legs are gone, personally.
I mean, if I must admit, this man should have started. Look how he did well when he came on.
Aye.
Well, I think what Eddie Howe's doing is what Pep did with Foden. He's literally keeping him on a tight rein, bringing him on here and there. He's not exposing him too early, too soon, in case, pardon me, he has a bad game and everyone jumps on his back. He's doing the right thing, and I think obviously with the games being called off like Sunday, possibly next week, there's going to be fixtures for him to play, so he'll get his chance. It's just when he gets it. It might be before the World Cup or just after. You never know.
Yeah, it could well be, but you can tell how much we missed the Bruno in midfield as well. Because again, Sean Longstaff ineffective.
Yeah, he's an oil tanker with a football. He's got nothing.
Yeah, that's the problem. And again, Joe Linton working his socks off, but he looked absolutely knackered come the end of the game because he's played 3 consecutive games in a row within the space of a few days. Joe Willock,
we've had 4. Yeah,
the same as well.
We've had 4 games in 10 days, haven't we? It was too much for them, and that was where the squad depth showed that it's not good enough. Like the players that were on the bench weren't good enough because we didn't really use our bench in them games.
Yeah. Tsunami says, rest in peace, Queen. On another note, absolutely. It was nice to see Liverpool get put in a spliff into Champions League. God, Napoli, absolutely Napoli. Oh, yes, that didn't go according to plan.
After last week, I'm sure they were time wasting an alley the other night, but never mind. We're not allowed.
White Trout said Sean Longstaff is like a cold cup of tea.
I don't know. I don't drink tea, coffee, so I don't know what a cold cup was like. To be honest with you,
but
I mean, you might be able to.
So next week, obviously next week's games will get called up as well, won't it? Because if the Queen's funeral is expected in a week or so's time.
It could well be. We're just going to wait and see, but it wouldn't surprise me.
He said a night in just under a week, I think he said. So there's every chance that the funeral will be Saturday or probably next weekend. So there's every chance it'll get called off.
Did you not say it was just over a week away?
Yeah, just under a week, he said.
So it could be anything. It could be any day next week by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think he said the funeral's planned for just over a week's time.
Could be.
So
I think it'll either be the weekend or the Monday, won't it?
Yeah. So I won't be surprised if Newcastle's game next week does get called up as well. That'd be 2 games.
Yeah.
They've got to reschedule for another day.
Yeah, UEFA will still play I think UEFA's still going to play their games according to Brian. That is. I mean, it was good respect for what West Ham did before kick-off in their game, which was a great thing. Playing the national anthem as well. I really thought they did excellent with that.
And I think the EFL's back next week. In midweek.
Could be. We'll wait and see. As I mentioned, as well. But I'm going to go back to our game. We've apparently lost about 9 points because of VAR.
Yeah.
I mean, the Callum Wilson one against Brighton. I mean, the
Liverpool game where Isaac scored, and it was a shadow on
should have counted. And where did they get the extra minutes from that?
Exactly. I see 5 minutes forward. Well, 5 minutes. Newcastle can hold up for 5 minutes. I was saying 98 minutes. Where the fuck's that extra 3 minutes come from?
Yep, absolutely. What else?
Wolves against Man City.
Yeah, apparently so. A penalty at Wolves.
Yeah. And then obviously Saturday.
Absolutely.
Oh, Diego Costa signed for Wolves.
Is he definitely signed for them now? Is he?
I signed a 1-year contract.
Oh, because I know he's his thing was getting refused.
Oh no, he's been granted his work. He's been granted his work permit.
For players, so okay.
But I mean, that's really desperate because he hasn't played for 18. I don't think he's played for over a year, so he's not exactly going to be fit, is he?
No, it'll take a while to get into match fitness.
Why? Will it not?
It could be, baby.
I'm sure he'll get sent off at some stage as well because you know what he's like.
He's a hooker.
Yeah.
He's a big nutcase, man.
Yeah. What do you make of us being linked with this man? Yeah.
Well, we'll sign him, man.
I would sign him.
It hasn't been announced, but I think it's all but done, like.
I mean, I think we've needed another goalkeeper because of what's happened to Darlow. Yeah,
I trust Karius over Darlow.
I mean, Karius has played in the Premier League as well for Liverpool.
Exactly, and he's been in the Champions League. He made one mistake in the Champions League, and he's getting.
Karius be used in the cup games. He could be, depends who we're playing against in them.
But he had concussion in that game apparently because didn't he get kicked in the head or something in the Champions League final, and he played on, and then they scored them 2 goals, didn't they?
Something like that, wasn't it?
And then obviously he went to get assessed after the match in America, I think they said, and he found out he had concussion. So what might have happened if he didn't have concussion? You never know.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got 2 other guys. Yeah.
I was going to say he's not going to play, so I don't know why people are having a meltdown. He's going to just be our Westfield keeper.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Well, we'll get the 2 other guys in. Sharky, Mason. Good evening, fellas.
Good evening, guys.
No.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. Bryce says it's chaos down in London. I have friends working on all the news production. 30 TV trucks, 20 satellite trucks, 10 crane cameras, 600 cameras. Wow.
That's another reason why the football won't go ahead, because everybody's there. You know what I mean?
It's going to be busy for the next 10 days, isn't it? London.
Yep.
Especially all the cameras.
If Man United don't say to Dubravka, will he be back in the Newcastle shirt? I think he's on about would he sign him permanently?
His face was a picture last night, though, sitting on that bench at Man U, and he thought he was going to play in the Cup games, and he was sitting on that bench. But what a crap.
I watched the game myself. Why is he not playing for? I thought he was playing the cups.
So, you know what? They're going to have him for me. You know, I'm not bothered. He's over 30. How is he? 32 now? Too old for me. We need 33. 33. Well, a second keeper. We need a younger keeper, to be honest.
I mean, Spatty's done me out, didn't he?
Yeah, well,
what does that tell
you? I don't want players like that this club who don't have that right attitude for it, and he didn't. But yeah, is somebody got a TV on or something? Tell them here.
I may tell you that turn off and muted.
I can hear echoes, like.
Yeah.
Go on then. Hold on. Who was it just before? Is it Mason?
No.
Is it Sharky? No.
No.
Is it you again, Chippers? No. Is it Lawrence? Is it Lawrence? Let's try you going. Is it Oh, it could be Golden this time. I think it's Golden this time.
Yeah.
How can you have it again?
Oh, it's back again. Hold on. I'll try my mic and just... Any better?
No, I can still hear it.
I don't know where it's coming from then.
It's like squeaking like a pig. Or squealing like a pig, sorry. It sounds like it's like...
I can hear it now.
I don't know where it's coming from then. Because I took everyone out. Who's done it? It's Chippers. I don't think it's Chippers.
Can't be me. That might have been from before, but it can't be me this time because I've got no on.
Fair enough.
I got my TVs on mute.
I'm guessing Chibbers. Well, we tried Chibbers out again. Again, if I take Chibbers out, still there. I don't know where it's coming from then. Well, I'm gonna try everyone out again. Gordon.
Sorry, guys, 1 second.
Again, who is it? Is it Lewis? Is it Lawrence? No. Chibbers again. Is it Shoggy?
It's Sharky.
Shoggy, I think it's you again. You're gonna have to come in and out. I think it's Shoggy, yes.
See, I'm in it again.
Oh, we got Lewis in, but Lewis has joined us now.
Hi. I'm still a bit upset, obviously, but we have to get over it and that.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Of course.
Whole nation's in mourn at the moment.
Pete, I think you're being backed by the FBI, according to... obviously, everyone blaming Chibbers. We were, weren't we?
I think you'll be happy.
It was Shoggy again.
I tell you we're like close enough to black tonight.
Hey, is that any better?
I don't even think it was me because I've reboot.
Oh, but, it's sorted now.
Ah.
Sorry, anybody going to see Sanford at St James's Park? 2 shows sold out. Apparently, the pitch will be open to put more people in. I've not got any. I didn't buy any tickets.
My mum tried to get tickets, but obviously we couldn't.
Same with me loss. Unfortunately, I went again as well.
There was no hope in hell you were getting tickets that day, mine. There was no hope in hell.
They were sold out quickly, weren't they?
Why?
They sold out like instantly.
It certainly did, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
But I think we need to go back on the VAR situation because there's more some scandalous decisions.
Oh, for God's sake!
That one.
I don't see how that's offside, to be honest.
You see it clearly on side.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's to me, it's not even close to offside.
No.
No.
It's got a Liverpool.
Fair enough. We're not a fan of Everton, but I've kind of lost a bit of respect for Liverpool after what happened there last week.
I went and Dick Van Dijk should have been sent off an hour with that tackle.
Yeah.
It should have been a red, shouldn't it?
It was a disgraceful tackle.
He's playing it into his legs. He's put with tackle as well.
Yep. Another decision they got another game was that one.
Oh,
yeah, that's absolutely shocking.
You didn't touch him. You know near him. What a disgrace!
I mean,
what
Mendy
happened
just
to clear
makes...
and obvious?
You tell his foot went over his body. You didn't even know near him.
It's nowhere near his shoulder.
I think Mendy's just made a meal of that.
I got it on the arm my shoulder sore.
Again, Moyes was absolutely raging. Declan Rice was having to go at a referee as well. I mean, can you blame them? No, you can't.
No.
And the other decision was that one.
Oh,
I know that's
But to be fair, Villa wouldn't have scored anyway because everyone stopped.
You never know. He could have scored that still.
Nah, no, there's no way. There's no way Edison gets me from there. You have to save that. No way.
Would you think so?
Yeah.
It took him back to deflection as well.
When the linesman put his flag up and then the referee blew the whistle, everyone stopped before the whistle even went. Look back at it. I mean, to be fair, it got made look an easy goal, but let's be honest, the keeper would have had that. Edison wouldn't let that go past him like that.
Oh, I'm not so sure actually.
I do. I just don't think Villa score that. Man City are not that poor.
Brian says, "Don't get me started with the VAR. Did you see the pen of Man United last night? It came off his leg."
Good job they got beat as well. Good job they got beat.
It's only one game, though, isn't it?
Like, you know, like, obviously with the, like, when Arsenal were playing the Europa League last night, obviously they found the news out at half time. Well, halfway through the first half. Obviously, they came back for the second half. They had black armbands on and they did a minute sign before the second half.
Yep.
And the fans sang the national anthem as well.
Oh, that was the West Ham did that. I think that was a nice little touch what they did.
I'm glad the games are being called off, though. Common sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
but it's like the rugby. There was a rugby match on tonight when in the Falcons League.
There should be no sport on. There shouldn't be any sport on.
But don't hear this but the governing bodies for each league and that have an option if they want to carry on. But
That's in spite of the government, though. It's typical government. It's common sense just to cancel it all.
Yeah, but the Newcastle Falcons game's still being played tomorrow. But both sets of fans, both teams are wearing black armbands.
Should cancel it. It's only sport.
I know.
Well, it's 1 week.
Or maybe 2, because it'd be 2 weeks.
Well, they haven't said anything about next week, so that's
the only reason I think it'd be next week's be cancelled because a week on Monday would be the funeral because the funeral after the 10 days will be a Sunday, but they don't do a funeral on a Sunday. They would do it on the Monday.
Again, we'll just wait and see.
Mm-hmm. Regarding the football, if you haven't seen already that the EFL, the National League, and the Northern Premier League can resume from Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Premier League will follow suit on Saturday.
Yeah.
Aye. The match I'm meant to go to tomorrow, that's being rescheduled for Tuesday, and I'm still going to go.
Bright says, I like the new VR. UEFA use it in the Champions League. It's a lot more better than ours.
You've got useless referees who then retire and then go into the VAR and they're still useless.
The new, if people don't know about the new VAR and the Champions League, it's like the trial for the World Cup. It's automatically offside.
But how can you be so useless when you've got technology? You know, you've got Lee Mason there. He uses 2 angles. You better use all of the angles that you've got available to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, what annoyed me over the course of that weekend is all the referees have made the correct decisions on goals, but yeah, it's the VAR who thought, right, okay, listen, you've got to go and check the monitor, and they've swayed on what the VAR control centre have said. It's like, no, you're in charge of the game.
Newcastle game.
But the other game was Michael Oliver's refereeing. He did go to the monitor, but he stuck with his original decision. He actually stuck to his original decision.
You're not going to like what I say here, but they need to get rid of VAR. It's just ruining the game. It slows it down.
Kind of is. It is.
It's the Premier League. It's not fun to watch anymore. And I'll say it right now. As much as I love watching Newcastle, it's not fun to watch because you celebrate a goal and then it comes to a halt. You have to wait. Do you know what I mean? It takes the fun out of the beautiful game. Yeah, I'm all for the goal line technology because you know that's the referees, like the eye view. They can't always see it all, but in terms of the rest of it, it's ridiculous. Like, you know, a hair's breadth or, you know, a leg or what. It's ridiculous.
A fingernail.
Come on. You know what I mean?
Don't forget who the president of the FA is. It's Prince William. Oh, there you are.
The Premier League's meant to be the best league in the world. But looking back at that last weekend, our league at the minute is a shambles.
Yeah.
Honestly, our league is a shambles. It needs to be sorted out. So it needs to be done.
I mean, with those picks I just showed of the VAR, that was scandalous in the decisions. The McAllister one for Brighton, I think he did get that actually right. I think he did come back from an offside position.
I mean, I have to say Newcastle have had at least 6 or 7 decisions go against us this season alone. That's embarrassing.
Cost us 9 points, apparently.
We could be top of the league. 16 points.
That's people be saying we could be top of the league.
We should be. Well, I say that. You don't know how the rest of the games would have panned out, but we'd at least be in the top 4.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah, absolutely. As well. And what was the other one? There was the Odegaard push on, I forgot who it was, which thought Martinelli put on Ericsson, which Martinelli put Arsenal in the lead. I think that one was rightfully ruled out as well. But again,
Yeah,
the others,
but again, it's a clear and obvious.
yeah, but again, the other four decisions.
You right, Mason?
Aye.
I mean, come on, it is Lee Mason. He doesn't exactly like Newcastle, does he? You can't be surprised, but he's only given 2 angles.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Have you seen where most of the referees are?
Half asleep.
Like mostly from Manchester and Liverpool.
Half asleep.
Aye.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the over reliance on VAR have made referees drop their standards for real decision making. They have.
This is what I mean, though. Like the referees, right? It's their game. They're in charge of it. They make the decisions. Do you know what I mean? It's embarrassing that, for example, our referee, he actually gave the goal originally, and then he's been called over. He didn't want to look embarrassed and think, oh, crap, I've made a mistake here. I better go by what Lee Mason said to make himself look better. It's actually got worse in his favour. You know what I mean? It's a case of, the worst case scenario, he should really give him a penalty. If it's not a goal, it's a penalty.
Exactly.
It is. He
And
pushed in
the
it.
yellow card.
That's what I'm saying. We should have a penalty. So if it's no goal, give us a spot kick if we miss it. Then okay, no problem.
Yeah. Sid Shearer for manager. I mean,
Yeah, he likes his punditry too much.
Yeah, he does.
Also, big up to the women's team as well to bounce back last night against Middlesbrough.
Yeah, they did. Because we were the game. We were the game on Sunday, Sharky, and it was poor the way they conceded them goals.
It was, but Hull have just obviously they've been relegated from tier 3, so they've got a lot of experience. Like, they know how to sort of come back into games, they know how to see games out, and I feel like it's a learning curve for the lasses because we've been so used to beating teams 8-9-0, but when we're not used to conceding more than a couple of goals. But obviously Sunday we conceded 4, but as said, we were always in the game. We had chances. The game could have ended 6-5 either way at anyone. With the crossbar, hit the post. Yeah. But it's good to see that they've gone down to Middlesbrough, who also dropped out of tier 3. They've gone down there and they've kept a clean sheet, which is massive.
Wow. Julian says, why cancel Premier League games? Joke. Well,
I think it's a right call.
Yep.
Very cool.
There's a lot of mixed opinions on it, and yeah, you are.
At the end of the day, we've just lost the Queen.
Yeah, that's it.
We've just lost the Queen at the end of the day.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
At the end of the day, you wouldn't have the same sort of standard of football either, because obviously the grief of losing the Queen, it's massive.
Absolutely, it is, isn't it?
70 years, longest reigning monarch. You know what I mean? It's served the country well.
Yeah.
And the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Oh, that breeze is lovely.
The only Queen I know is Chippers, according to Joe Linton.
Tit.
Yeah, well. What did you make of the comments from Sinclair, Sharky?
Bang out of order.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't expect anything less of that guy. I mean, the fact that TalkSport have hired him, then again, it's TalkSport. It doesn't surprise us. They seem to hire clueless people. Or they're looking for some sort of reaction. A lot of them are anti-Newcastle anyway, let's be honest.
Mick Lowe's comment as well.
Oh,
Didn't see that.
Yes,
Didn't
I
see
saw
that.
with Adam's tweet.
What's happened, Dave? What happened?
Absolutely shocking by
I've seen it.
From the video?
Yeah.
Aye.
I'm close.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. The video commentary, yeah. Obviously, the X
What you were talking about earlier.
To be fair, I've been at work, so I wouldn't have a clue. I don't get a chance.
When you finish on this, I know Phil likes a love-hate relationship with Adam. That's his latest video on YouTube about it.
This is the thing, though, with Twitter, though, it always provokes a reaction. It doesn't matter what you say or do. That's what it does. That's what Twitter is, you know what I mean?
But his tweets are absolutely terrible.
You make those?
Yeah.
I mean,
as I'm saying, I'm just talking about Twitter like in general. Like, obviously, I don't got it a lot, but when I see comments like that, it's all. So a lot of it's blown out of proportion, and like it's not really worth saying. It's just come out of the blue. so to speak, and then they've made themselves look stupid and they've had to apologise. I know Sinclair did actually have to come out and apologise, but at the end of the day, you've done it. The damage has already been done. You've said it.
Yeah. Well, Adam was coming out with saying about with the games being called off, it'll give a chance to give the likes of Bruno, ASM, possibly Wilson back fit. And then Mick Laws came straight out the blue.
We're not going to see what the comments said. We keep it PG for a bit, obviously, you know. I'm just good.
But to be fair, if we've lost players, we have lost players. Like obviously, yes, everyone wants to play football, but then obviously, whilst games have been called off, I can understand. Like if that's what Adam said about like a case in terms of like we need to get players back fit again with not having the game. In one degree, it kind of has gone in our favour in one way. If you know what I mean. Like obviously, we need to get players back, but that's not me like disrespecting. You know what's happening to the Queen. I'm just saying, obviously, games have been called off, and I think it's the right call. But at this moment in time, we've lost key players, so it gives them a chance to get fit, to get better, get on the training ground, and become fitter and better for the next game against potentially Bournemouth.
Well, absolutely. This is what Mick Laws said. This is what Mick Laws said. He said to Adam Pearson after Adam put a tweet out, West Ham v Newcastle is postponed. More time for Bruno and ASM to recover ahead of the next game. Mick Laws comes out the blue and says, "You fucking dickhead. The Queen is dead, and you think it gives footballers chance to recovery. Unbelievable. Hashtag Trevor Sinclair." So he's comparing.
Is that cover Mick Laws?
Yeah,
that's that. Well, as far as I'm concerned, to even swear him, that's bang out of order. In my opinion, that's my opinion.
I mean, Adam Pearson dedicated on his vlog when he went down to Middlesbrough.
Well, the thing is, at the end of the day, we are all mourning the Queen's passing, and I said, me condolences go to the royal family and everyone connected with the Queen. I said, out of respect, it is correct that we don't play games. Whether people see that as an advantage for Newcastle, it could be an advantage to any club in terms of getting players back fit again. But that wasn't to say we couldn't have played, against West Ham and played. I'm not saying it a weekend side, but players that that could be trusted under Eddie Howe. But I can sort of understand where Adam's coming from in terms of we don't play this weekend. It does give players a chance to rest up and get fit. Right. But on the flip side, at the end of the day, I'm glad that the Premier League and the EFL, the Scottish League and all leagues below have made the common sense approach to say, listen, we need to mourn the Queen's death. We all need to remember the Queen, and we need to honour the 10 days and not play sport. And I think it's the right approach.
Yeah. O'Brien says, so was Mick Laws against Adam P. I hope Mick gets well. Whatever it is, he was aggressive today, like you said he was.
He was.
Yeah, don't get us wrong. I think Mick Laws was an excellent, commentator for Newcastle. I really enjoyed listening to him. But to use sort of bad language, I'm sure he'll regret that when he looks back at it.
Yeah, Tony, good evening. Hope you're well. Feel free to get yourself on, Tony. Hi, Pete and Panel. Hope you're all well. And Mick Laws was out of order the day. He said he was. I can't believe he came out with that.
I think in the moment it is very easy, like what Sinclair. It's very easy to snap it on social media. Like people want to put that personal dig out to somebody else. But the way I see it, at the end of the day, there was no need to swear at him. That could have been worded better.
I can't believe even Mick Laws was comparing Adam Pearson to Trevor Sinclair as well.
Oh well, again, even that's bang out of order as well, and I wouldn't condone that at all. What Trevor Sinclair said yesterday was totally bang out of order, and I was, the guy's a disgrace, as far as I'm concerned.
Talksport pulled him off it.
Yeah, I know he's going to lose his job, and he's probably going to get a massive fine. I think he should get a massive fine.
Do you know what it is, right? It's only right that Talksport pulled him off, because at the end of the day, it's not doing Talksport's reputation any good whatsoever. Given who they have on that panel.
Like I was obviously all sports in the United Kingdom and pretty much the Commonwealth has been stopped like today and tomorrow. At
the end of the day, everyone equally has a right to mourn the Queen's death. It should ruled over the country, over the Commonwealth.
I know this is not I was watching was watching practice today for the Formula One. And I guess they actually, before the start of practice today, they actually did a minute silence for the Queen.
Mm.
And then, but I think this is a nice touch as well. On Sunday before the race, they're going to do it again.
That's good.
Yeah,
I think it might be doing things similar before the Great North Run as well.
Yeah, and yeah. Obviously that's got the green light to go ahead.
Aye,
That's good. That like.
I mean, I say this is Twitter for you. It's a bad place for many reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, the moment it is like in it.
At the end of the day, like other fans shouldn't be biting at each other. I know everyone has an opinion on that, but whether you agree or disagree, just keep it to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's it. Yep.
It's not going to, just because you have one opinion and someone else has another, it doesn't mean they're going to change their mind on that one opinion. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely not at all.
Really quite ridiculous.
Yep, absolutely. But
you know, at the end of the day, 70 years, man. You know what I mean?
70
She's done
years
well.
she's in this country.
70 years.
Yeah. Do you see the picture do you see the rainbow at the castle as well?
No, I think it's great. It just goes to show that the whole country, the whole nation, everyone's coming together.
Yeah, but like there's a picture of a rainbow at the castle, and somebody said that's her sign saying she's back with Philip. With Prince Philip and that.
It was great because she was just she had a picture with a new prime minister.
3 days ago. How I said that to people, it could change. It could change like a light switch.
Anybody been to that German kebab shop in Newcastle? It's lush.
It is.
Yes,
I've not, but I will need to try it.
I
It is
haven't
nice.
been. Where is it?
It's not far off the gate. It's just down the road from there.
Last
Oh,
time
yeah.
I had a kebab pizza, I put it straight back up. It was like the bloody Exorcist that went all the bloody place. It did. It just, my floor was green. My floor was my new floor was all green. I thought, oh god, no. I was just waiting for my eyes to go and like my head to spin round and then.
It looks like I've got another guest on.
I bet it's
Good
Tony.
evening. All right.
Hello, guys. You all right?
Are you keeping?
Not too bad. I think from an EFL perspective, in terms of the situation, obviously our game tomorrow against Hartlepool away has been cancelled, rightly so. I've always been, it's part of the national protocol. You know, people can moan all they want on social media, but it's national protocol to respect the wish of the royal family. And you know, the Queen was I think she was a patron, a representative of the FA, and so is another member of her family. So, you know, they gave the go-ahead for the leagues to do what as they please. The leagues did something out of respect. So we can only praise the EFL and the Premier League for doing that.
Yep.
As far as I know, the game on Tuesday away at Barrow is set to go ahead as things stand. Obviously, things can change on that. But as far as we know, the midweek games in the EFL, the Europa League, the Champions League, and the Europa Conference League is still going to be going ahead. It's just this weekend, which, you know, if it's one weekend of matches, I'm sure people can live without football for one weekend.
Well, absolutely. I think that's absolutely, and it's definitely the right thing to do with what just happened there yesterday. So,
look what we went through when we had the pandemic. No football for 18 months.
Yeah, exactly. And there was support out there for people that needed it during that time. So, you know, it was the right decision to do. And I heard earlier about Newcastle players using this time to improve and get back from injury. You know, I think there's about 4 players from our squad that's scheduled to come back in 2 weeks. So it gives them and a couple of other players that are sort of struggling with fitness issues time to recuperate that fitness and gives them those extra couple of days to bounce back. But I think during the weekend, it's just time for the players and the manager and the staff to be with their families and mourn with the rest of the nation. So
that's it. Yeah, that's the main thing. But Julian says, what about those who don't like the monarch?
Tough titties.
Like,
Well, there
did
you
you see Bruno's tweet as well, by the way?
What did he put? No, I didn't.
He just put on Twitter, rest in peace, Queen.
Do you know, can I just say whether you like the monarch or not, it's the one word I use is respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, all right. If he wants to play football, can play on FIFA or something,
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I'm gonna use tomorrow to, just try and catch up on a few things. It's nice to have that bit of time to self-reflect, mourn, and it gives you that period of self-reflection as well.
Here's your teammate.
Yeah, I mean the amount of tributes from around the globe, not even just in the UK, the tributes from around the globe. From the world, The Rock and Chris Jericho put out fantastic tweets and tributes on social media. They're from Canada and the America. For them to put out that tribute was amazing. To see people from across the world posting those tributes, and I watched back all the documentaries on Her Majesty, and it because I was a young kid when the Queen Mother passed away. I don't have a lot of memories from that day, but I have a few. And I remember what we did on that day. The book of condolence in Windsor, the lying in state, the service. And then obviously last year when we lost His Royal Highness Duke of Edinburgh, another fantastic service for a fantastic member of the royal family. And, I believe the funeral's on the 19th September, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a Sunday. Would be the Monday.
Yeah,
it's Monday.
Yeah. So, this service will be a wonderful service to pay tribute to someone who was a custodian of determination, grit, fight, and a leader of determination. And I think all of us in the football world, all of us in the cricket world, the rugby world, the politics world, every single world around the nations of the globe will come together over these 10 days to assume that period of national mourning starting today.
Absolutely, yeah.
I've just seen on Facebook as well that she's got on Tuesday. Luckily enough, I'm going to Halifax to see Gates in I've seen that she's going to be calling through Newcastle on the Royal Train.
Yeah, that's great. That I
So
like how
sorry, Peter.
Oh no, that's fine, Mason. I think they may have postponed games in case there was misconduct, like booing the national anthem, what we saw in the Community Shield. But West Ham did a great thing yesterday, as a
Oh, West Ham! I give full respect to West Ham United for what they did last night. Full respect.
Like as I was saying about Bruno, that's what he put on.
I've seen that. I saw that and I retweeted that. Fair play to Bruno. Again, it's people from around the world paying tribute to a wonderful custodian of this country.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why everybody loves him now. That's why every Newcastle fan loves Bruno pretty much.
Brian says facts and TV channels are off. It's just used 24/7 till after a funeral, and it's only right at the moment as well.
Yeah, obviously, normally, I normally watch a thing called The Last Leg on a Friday night, but Adam Hills has just put a tweet out saying they're not doing the show tonight in respect.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
I understand that, but I'm a bit upset because I love watching it, but I do understand why.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna put me on full screen at the moment.
Right. No
Paddy,
problem.
This is Brian just sent me this saying this is the new VAR.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It looks like an X-ray vision from here. It looks like an X-ray camera from here.
That looked like a bloody sex toy pointing at the bloody other blade from the bloody other.
The thing is, the new I saw a video about the new system. like there's loads of cameras around the stadium, and they have now they have trackers in the ball and the boot now. And like in the some sort, then they can track if the player's offside, even if there's a toe just offside. It is offside now.
It's just ridiculous how we've got there. You're in the game, though. Just get rid of it. It's not good.
Absolutely.
Ruining the game. You watch like the Championship, League One, League Two. It's just fast flowing. You know what I mean? You can actually celebrate goals. It's fun.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Get European referees refereeing the Premier League.
But the referees, the referees actually in charge of the game. That they're actually, officiating, rather than getting dictated by someone higher up. Come on.
Yeah, well, there you are. Well, guys, we've been going an hour, so you know what that means.
The food pics.
Oh, God, see you.
Bring it on.
We've got 20
pictures, did you say?
I'll be a vegan in 10 minutes. So, yeah.
Right then. Right, this is what we've got to show tonight. So, hold on. It was just another couple of comments there coming in quickly.
How many picks you got before I'm like, before I lose it? 20!
What is the section of the show? I'd love to know.
What I do for this part of the show is I like to collect food pictures that are saved with different types of food that's saved at different football grounds.
Okay.
And it's good to get other people's reaction on things if they ever went to visit this ground, would they consider getting that?
First. I do love a good chips and gravy from the Eco Pass Stadium at Doncaster Road. It's fantastic.
You don't get good ones on here, mate.
£2. You might have second thoughts.
Well, we've got another guest in before we go into the food picks.
Was it Ryan? Ryan.
Archer.
Is it Tony?
John.
There he is.
It's Archer. Hey, Archer.
What's his name?
Oh, you still got your Scottish from last week. You got the Scottish hat on.
No. It's a crazy Scotsman.
Oh, yeah. I was about to see the...
Well, Pete says track and field have had cameras that follow us alongside competitors for years. YRV are using cameras miles away and at dodgy angles rigged. Yeah, absolutely.
Dodgy lines and all.
Yeah. Like squiggle.
Well,
West of me, I want to see these food pics.
Well, this is what we've got for tonight, guys. So this is what we're starting off with.
Right.
Hold on. Let me just get rid of that. So this is what we're starting with first.
God, I'm worried now.
Oh, well, that's not bad, actually. That's a great one. That's like a great one.
Steak pie with gravy served at Leek Town.
Yes.
That's quite right, isn't it?
That's pretty. I like how the gravy sort of surrounds the steak pie as a bit of a moat, really. And I love how it just comes inside like a really thick, juicy gravy. So really nice.
I'd have it without gravy, like.
You know what? You would say yes, but then you say no because you just had your tea.
Yeah, that's it. I've just had fish and chips.
Yes, or no?
I've also got, you know, yes. Because gravy is an option. You didn't go after it.
Yeah, fair play then. Okay, then.
I'm not usually a pie guy, but I love that pie.
Looks nice, doesn't it?
Fair play to
that sounded so wrong.
How much was it?
£3 to buy for that.
By the way, was the pie leaking at all?
Right, next one.
Sorry.
And that's something that was leaking.
Right, next one.
Oh, that looks good as well.
It looks like someone's just thrown up on it. No chance.
Someone's had diarrhea on it, so no.
Someone's just thrown up on that.
It looks like some alien insides poured onto a top of chips.
It looks like you see that paint there in the top left-hand corner. It's like someone just took a swig of that, had to eat that.
It looks like maggots.
Oh,
it does look like some maggots and earthworms on top of chips.
Oh, earthworms.
Oh, where, man? Stop putting us off chips for the rest of your life, man. Where, man?
Chips saved at Darlington.
Oh, no. Darlington, a club that needs to get back on the ropes for a really long time. Its food needs to get back on the ropes from the looks of it. I don't know.
Yeah, nah, pass.
Yeah, it looks like something you'd find on the inside of Alien.
Fair play. Okay, then. Next one.
Are they serving on a budget? Are they serving on a budget here?
Chicken tikka. chicken tikka and garlic fries at Bolton Wanderers.
I would have thought
Garlic,
takeover would
garlic
improve them,
fries.
not
Yes,
degrade them.
bloody please.
That is disgusting.
Someone's had a quick tug and went, "Ooh."
I would have thought the takeover at Bolton would upgrade them, not degrade them to a fucking 9th tier standard. Jesus Christ, that looks like a budget Poundland Taco Bell meal. That
Look at that, man. It looks like Steve Bruce is just splatting his garlic stuff on your mouth.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It looks like Poundland Nando's or Poundland Taco Bell.
But I would have the garlic fries.
Oh, you nutcase, no.
Nah. I've seen better fries at Five Guys, and they use a lot more oil than those garlic fries.
Okay, so that's a no from everyone, I'm guessing.
I would have just the chips.
Oh, Jesus.
I'd rather slurp a tub full of regular gravy from KFC than eat a full meal out of Poundland Taco Bell.
Do you see what the gravy is actually made from in KFC?
Oh yeah, I worked there.
Gravy.
It's actually
Go on, explain what it's made from.
Oh, we've got another guest and making his debut on the channel. Beetle Greg's in the house.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. How you doing?
Hello.
How are we doing tonight?
Good. Oh, we've got full house on the night.
Wow.
Who do you
there's
support?
300 of us.
Who do you support, mate?
Well, Newcastle, and this shirt here is a Polish team called Slask Wrocław. I was in Poland 4 years ago, so I thought I'll get the t-shirt, if you will. So.
Nice
one.
Slask Wrocław. Yeah, Slask Wrocław.
Yeah.
Nice
one. Right, we'll move on to the next pick.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that first chip sort of closest to the bottom of the screen looks a bit underdone from this angle, but I could be wrong.
I'm not worried about the chip, I'm worried about the sloppy shit next to it.
Pie chips,
Pie
chips and curry sauce at Walsall.
I think the Poundland sign at the top gave it away that it would be Walsall, because I sort of knew about their new sponsorships. He's not too bad. It's kind of 50-50.
It looks like what happens after you've eaten it.
Yeah.
Peter, I've got to head off, but family's on, man. Good to talk to you, lads.
Good to see you.
Have a good day. See you later, man.
Do you know what it looks like? Do you know them tin pies you can get? What they call, man? So, you can get the tin
one-man tin.
Thingies,
The one-man tin.
The chips, like I said, the chips look a bit underdone from this angle. It's like you've asked for Alan St. Max, man. You get Rodrigo Vilca.
Undercooked.
And trust me,
I take you didn't rate Vilca when he was on loan at Doncaster last year.
No, we had technical ability, but a heck of a lot of injuries.
Right.
He just did a lot of running, but nothing really.
Like Jordan Pickford.
Right then, this is the next one.
No! It is like someone put some onions on a pizza bread and just say, you know what, let's just slap some cheese and chips on it because I can't be asked to finish off the pizza. It's just half dense.
Right, this is what
Archer, what porn will you be watching?
What?
Archer, what porn will you be watching to produce that on the chips?
Apparently, it's called the wrap of a bag with beef patties, fries, gherkins.
Beef patties? Where's that?
Exactly. And bacon sauce on a flatbread.
Had the disgrace to serve this.
Served at Grimsby Town.
Oh, of course it would be. Of course it would be the place that's irrelevant, Grimsby Town Football Club, that's only famous for the fish and chips. Of course it is.
Grimsby, irrelevant.
What about that consistency? Nobody likes them.
So I guess that's
exactly.
Yes.
I guess that's a no from everyone for that one.
To be fair, I expect if it was Grimsby, it's Grimsby, I expected better from Grimsby because of what they've delivered in the past. So.
Mm-hmm.
No one has ever said that. I expected better.
Oh well. Right, next one.
And live to tell it.
Yes.
Oh, that's boring. That's boring. That's
Chips
boring.
and
The
gravy.
curry sauce at A United.
Curry sauce.
That's
Looks like
boring.
How much is it?
That would cost $3.50.
Oh
Oh,
no,
no.
not at that price.
Not
Why
paying
not?
money for that.
I really like that fork.
Yeah, the fork. Well, the fork's decent. The
The
chips
fork?
look nice.
The
I
fork's
don't know,
worth the fork's worth 50
That's a
pence.
decent fork. Been
I
a
was
while
gonna say
since
the
I had a
fork's like
decent fork.
50 pence. For what it is, it looks all right. I'm not usually a curry sauce fan, but I think it looks all right.
Yeah, it does.
Yes. I'm not a lover of gravy or curry sauce.
Right, next one.
Looks all right.
Nice.
Nice.
That's is this Man City?
Gremio Brazil. No, that's it. A place called Gremio in Brazil.
Nice.
John,
Oh, wow.
John pizza with that pepperoni. I mean, geez, I was wept.
Actually, I would have that. That's quite nice.
How much
I'm
is it
not-
though? First,
I'm not a huge fan of pizza, but I like that.
£3 a slice.
well, that's
It's a
not
big
bad.
slice.
That's
It's not
not
bad. It's a
bad.
big,
That's like-
decent
that's like
size,
a-
no?
That's like American size for you.
Oh, it's a decent size, is it, Peter? You said it like.
No, Joe. Can I just say something? In America, you can get 36-inch pizzas.
Yeah, I've heard. Right, next
36.
one. Next
You
one.
get 36-inch pizzas in me pants and all.
Right.
That's why you get 5,000-inch Americans.
Right, next one.
No, it's a big that for me.
This is the next one.
Oh no,
Oh,
that's grim.
It is like someone dolped a huge pot of rice and then shat on it.
Yes, it looks like
That's grim.
diarrhea.
Right.
No,
It does do
Right.
that.
I'll
that
tell you
is
what
what
it is.
it's
what-
diarrhea.
It's butter chicken and rice served at Brentford.
Brent, hang on a sec. No. Hang on a sec. Us and Brentford, we beat Brentford 8 years ago, and they went up, and we went back and forth. How have we got better food when they've gone forward on the pitch? How? How? That's the one thing we've got over Brentford, better catering, and that's saying something. That's coming from a club that ran out of pies at half time.
No joke. Remember this pizza? It did happen at St. James Park one day. We actually ran out of food at St. James. One game we actually ran
There
out
just
of
needs to be
food.
better catering in football in England, to be honest.
Right, is
Yeah, the
that
kid-
enough from everyone for that one?
No.
Brentford can stick it, and we'll face
Let's
them
get
in a few
Marcus
years in the
Rashford on side.
Championship. We'll see
Better
how
catering.
we do there.
Right, next one. I think this may be a no for this one as well.
Oh
Oh
god.
God!
no.
Oh God!
What is
That's a
that?
no.
It looks like horse poo and rice.
What
It looks
country
like
is that from?
It looks like a cow just took a shite.
Right, what it is right. It's
That
curry
cow
goat.
needs to see a doctor. man.
It's actually curry. It's curry goat and rice served at Luton Town.
Luton. Why have they been improving on the pitch? Are you mad? It looks like a horse shit and
Oh God,
rice.
Luton Town are a bunch of scumbags. I can tell you.
The
Oh
horse
my
manure
God.
shite.
It's like they got their backstage pony to shit all over a tub of rice. It's ridiculous.
Jesus. No,
just looked wrong.
I thought people would say no to that one.
I said I'd be
Right, no.
vegan by the time this was through.
I'd rather eat a maggot on I'm a Celebrity than eat that shite.
Right, next one.
What the?
Is that the world's biggest
No,
hash brown?
man.
It looks like a chicken nugget.
Right, that is a turkey schnitzel served at Borussia
Oh.
Mönchengladbach.
Got back.
Oh
Not
my
a
Borussia
chance.
München, Gunchen.
How much
How
is that?
much?
That would cost you $3.40.
Not a chance.
That's like Sharon Osbourne's. Oh, never mind.
That looks like the world's biggest hash brown stuffed in a bun.
So I'm guessing that's enough from everyone for that one. Okay then.
I guess it's a resounding no.
If you've got a big appetite and a big gob, then maybe, but no.
Right, this is the next one. What about this one?
What the hell is that calzone?
Oh, it's better down there.
Finding a space.
That's
said
called
wrap.
Right, that is called a sausage stromboli at Atlanta United.
Which one?
Atlanta. Well,
Yeah.
they don't know nothing about football.
Which one?
Atlanta,
America or
USA.
Italy?
It'll be America, that one.
Yeah,
Because in Italy,
MLS.
in Italy, it's called Atalanta. Well, in America, it's just called Atlanta.
Yeah, where
I'm
Mickey
at
came
Atlanta,
from.
really.
Not for me.
Mickey Amon came from them.
Atlanta.
I've got
Yes,
to
I
get
know.
off. Yeah, I've got to get off,
Yes.
guys. But I'd probably give that a no.
Fair play. No problem. What's your name again? Sorry, mate. Is it?
Charles. So I do
Charles.
Donny Rovers content. So I'll probably be back on that on Monday for the Barrow game, ahead of the Barrow game on Tuesday. But
Cool.
yeah, just rest in peace, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and long live the King.
No problem.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Absolutely. Cheers, man.
Thanks so much.
There he goes.
Right.
I think he's going at the right time, saying all these picks.
Right, this is the next one.
Oh, God. Oh, what the hell's that sausage roll?
Black pudding.
No.
Yeah. I
It
think
It's a
looks
black
like a
pudding
dog
sausage
waving.
roll.
No.
Saved at
Where's
Rangers.
that?
No.
Rangers in Scotland.
Can anyone else see a dog waving at you? Like that.
Yeah, I know what you
Oh,
mean.
yes, you
I know
can.
what you mean.
Hello.
It's
Right
like,
there, you can just
I'm
see
being used,
it.
man.
Bet
I'm
you want to
being used,
adopt
man.
me.
Someone got me, man.
Yes, I know.
No.
Where? There's the best
I
shit
feel
in the
like I'm
woods.
friends with it, so I shouldn't eat like. I don't know.
Okay.
What's Archer doing?
Right.
I'm a bit worried.
I heard somebody shouting.
Okay, next one.
How many more? Oh, no. No.
Oh, that chicken tikka looks unreal, man.
Chicken tikka and chips saved at
Actually,
Aston Villa.
What? Why is there salad on there for people's thick? Why?
Half time is no place for salad.
Take the salad off.
Get the salad off. Stop him.
No, not for me.
How much is that?
We can't win anything with salads.
£8 for that.
£8.
They can shove the arses. That
Not
for that
being a
price.
good mind.
I would rather get pounded 8 times than eat that. By someone who I'm not attracted to, I guess.
Oh.
That's a bit of a dog fantasy put there on mine. Look on there.
Right,
That's
next
a
one.
different show.
Good show.
Oh, go on, cut chips. That's it. Is it just chips? Or halloumi?
Yep.
They look all right to me.
Paprika
Yeah,
fries at
paprika.
Lancaster City. Yeah.
Oh, love a bit of
Lancaster.
paprika.
Do you know what? I think I would as well, actually.
I like the sound of it, but how much?
£2.
That's not bad.
Well, these days. These days.
Right, this is the next one, and I would happily tuck in these, like.
Oh, what the hell's that?
Yeah.
Churros.
Caramel and chocolate churros.
Oh.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Churros.
Where at?
Like,
Well, churros are technically Mexican, not Spanish.
saved
Spanish,
in
well, they
flamenco
speak
in
the same
Brazil.
language, don't they? They speak the
Jews
same
are
language,
Mexican.
don't they? Spanish and Mexican.
Those are saved in flamenco in Brazil, and I would happily.
Ah, go on then.
Yes.
Yes.
Was
for me.
Moses Mexican?
Yeah. So I've
Yes.
been to Mexico and actually told us.
Fair play. Okay, next one.
How many is there more? Oh, what the hell?
I don't
Roast
even know
pork.
what.
That's a roast pork and cheese sandwich at standard Liège.
What, with a can of bloody lager? No.
I know I've
That
got a
looks like
big
a
mouth, but
Subway,
it's not that
Subway
big.
wrapper. That's a Subway wrapper, can you not see?
Yeah, it looks like it actually does look like a Subway wrapper.
That's a Subway wrapper. That's a Subway wrapper. I'm
Is
telling
it?
you.
I don't like geometric shapes in my food, so no.
Right, next one.
How many more is there? Oh no!
Too much.
Hot dog with toppings at Fleetwood Town.
Where's the hot dog, Lee?
You can just see it.
And just see its little head sticking.
It probably is. It looks like there's a lot of fried onions. Definitely a lot of jalapenos on there as well.
I'll take the jalapenos off.
There's too much going on there, man.
It's like an
I like
alien
that.
Marge Simpson.
You're gonna have to give us like a soft, like a cup or something.
Yeah, could well be. Yes or no for that one?
No.
Yes. Maybe without the gherkins.
Fair play. Okay.
Not the gherkins, the jalapenos. Sorry.
Right, next one.
Easy to get them mixed up.
Three left to go.
Or yellow penis, as we call them down here.
This is the next one.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, pulled pork.
Right, this is called the Stoke Stack. In it is it's got beef, chicken, pulled pork, and cheese, and served at basic Stoke.
Yes, I'll have that.
Yes, I would have that.
Get some brown sauce with it. Happy days.
I found something out, like, because me dad's cousin's from Stoke. Guess he calls like a runny egg.
Oh.
Like, guess he calls it eggs with legs.
So yeah, I would say yes to that. Right, there's two left.
Yeah.
Next one.
Oh no.
That looks alright.
No.
Masala fries at Wolves.
Oh,
no.
Masala fries.
Okay. That's not masala. Well, what's that white stuff on the top? Is it someone's fucking jizz?
Oh.
So it doesn't look that.
Like
it doesn't make me that excited.
Or meal.
Oh.
What would anyone say to that one?
No.
Archer, what would you say to that?
Gotta go, guys. Thanks a lot. Night, everyone.
See you later. Yeah, see you.
Take care.
See you later, Beal, Greg.
Oh. That's violet.
Yes or no?
No.
Nah.
Okay, fair play. Okay, and this is the last one.
Go on.
Ooh, is that chicken strips and chips?
Chicken and chips at Seattle
so.
Sounders.
Yes.
That's
some
the
barbecue sauce.
That's probably the one of the nicest pictures we had.
I'll be
I
watching
would
on.
say yes to that as well.
I'll be watching on TV. Because my phone went off, so some of them foods were not very good. But that one, yes.
Right, that concludes today's food picks.
Peter, I've got to love you and leave you, unfortunately.
No problem.
See you later, Chippers.
See you, Chippers.
See you next week. That's on. See you later. Got night all.
Have you seen C. Maximan's hair?
I've not seen it, no.
If you can, what
the hell has he done?
Wow. Right, these are the comments. What prices are these? It looks Christmassy, that pie, like. Looks like someone dumped the last pie on the fries. I'll just have the pint. Free Bentos. Chivers, do you do anything? What the fuck? Is that the goat or goat droppings? It's like Archer waiting for Neymar to sign for Newcastle. Don't have the salad on. Looks like that guy didn't like the paprika fries, so he was eating the container. Ring sting hot dog. Oh wow. That bigger looks yummy. Wolves fans after Neves scores. Nice fish and chips. Will Smith ASM. Hey, wow. God almighty. Okay, guys, if you are enjoying, of course, tonight's show, of course, please do stick the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, of course. If you are new to the channel, or if you're enjoying the content and you're not yet subscribed, feel free to donate as well through Super Chat as well, and feel free to become a member of the channel as well. So there you are. Right then. I think we got to talk about this man here. Because there's talk he could be the next contender for the sack.
Oh, Brandon Rodgers.
Yeah.
I will be surprised.
I mean, you can
The second
understand
bottom.
he vented his frustration about the lack of transfers he got in the market. And can you blame him? No, you can't.
No, they sold the best. They sold one of their best players. They sold Casper Michael.
I mean,
3 million.
To be fair, I don't think it's that help that they had the able to sell Tillemans. Like, they would have been able to get money off that. And for Farner, that was like too late. Schmeichel, though, they should have kept him. Actually, they should have gotten Dubravka in when let Schmeichel go, if he wanted to go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, should have in a way, shouldn't it?
Unless I second bottom on now.
No, the bottom. With
They're bottom.
1 point.
1 point.
Bloody hell.
Can you believe it? 4 or 5 years ago, they won the Premier League. Now, the bottom of the Premier League.
I still think Leicester will steal.
I think he'll go. They've got enough quality to stay up, definitely.
Yeah.
But depends who comes in.
I think they need to get rid of Brendan. Get rid of Brendan and bring a fresh manager in.
Steve Bruce. That won't go well. Why not? Is Big Sam still got a job, or is he been out?
He's out, but he is done in the game as a manager.
Yeah.
He's retired, hasn't he?
I wouldn't be surprised if he has, but then I would be surprised if someone approached him and he said, "Yeah, go on."
Yeah.
I mean, do you think he's going to be contender for the next sack in Brendan Rodgers?
No, I think he'll be the next one sacked.
He's not being helped in this window. That's the thing.
Especially if
there's a lot of fans when they're frustrating towards him.
Yeah.
To me, it should be more towards the owners because they've not backed him in this window, probably.
And the sold.
I mean, Fofana to me was sold far too late.
Yeah.
They only got one player in, but that's not enough time to get other players in through the door.
Mm-hmm.
And the Madison deal, I know we waiting for him. To me, they should have took that money.
Exactly, we offered him good money
because he wants out. Tielemans wants out as well.
I think he has to go back for Madison in January.
From this room, as we could be going back for
reporting it,
him in January, but yeah, we'll wait and see. And what do we make that this man is now the new Chelsea manager?
Good luck to him.
Good luck, all the best.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised with that one. Why did fair enough? Chelsea lost the first game in the Champions League. Then the day after they sacked the manager. What does that say to the other managers if they come in? If they lose a game in the Champions League, or they won't get sacked again?
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
I mean, I was a bit surprised with
Thomas.
I mean, I was a bit surprised that Thomas Tuchel got the sack. I've got to admit.
Me too as well. Well, I got the next day he's been sacked for it. After one game in the Champions League, they sacked him.
I found that bizarre, in my opinion. Like,
I still think Chelsea win that group.
Yeah. But do you think Tuchel deserved the sack?
No.
I don't think he did as well.
I
think
he got harshly treated.
I mean, yeah, new ownership. I mean, do you think the new owners are expecting out of him for like it was under Abramovich's ownership?
I think he's new owner one.
I mean, I think he was harshly sacked. I've got to admit. I know Chelsea they have been poor away from home. Don't get me wrong about that.
Are you touched on about Karius yet?
Yeah, we did talk about Karius before.
I think he's a good signing. He's better than Dolo by a mile.
Well, he could be, yeah.
And he made one mistake in the Champions League and he got crucified for it.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Huh. Will Smith, ASM, according to Brian. Paqueta looks brilliant for West Ham. We should have signed him. The fact is, we weren't in for him in this window.
No, they weren't interested, were they?
That was the thing. Now, like Covey says, will we see players leaving Brighton in January?
Maybe we could.
I think that's a good.
They'll probably go to Chelsea.
I think I can't see it go to Chelsea.
It could happen. But again, it all depends. It just all depends. I mean, who could leave Brighton in this window? Well, I know you said Casado, Gordon.
Yeah.
Well, he says Casado looks interesting. Yeah, he does.
Lamptey might go back.
Maybe.
I probably got the Terry Lamptey.
Mm-hmm. So it's interesting. But do you think Graham Potter's going to do a good job at Chelsea as well?
I think he will.
I think he's just. I think he's going to be good at Brighton. He needs a couple of games to get used to Chelsea.
Yeah, I think it was just a matter of time before someone was going to approach him to take a bigger role in the Premier League.
Difficult one because we'll see with Moyes to Man United, Hodgson to Liverpool.
Yeah, you can understand that in a way as well. But who do you think could be now the favourite to take over at Brighton?
I'd go for Sean Dyche, someone like him.
Oh, yeah?
They want somebody young, don't they?
They could do, but I think Brighton will want a manager who is just as good as what Potter's been doing as well.
That could be Sean.
It could be.
Russell Martin.
Oh, I go on. You have to see that, didn't you?
Apparently, the Celtic manager's the favourite.
Celtic manager.
Coglu.
That's interesting. That like. But yeah, we'll wait and see on that one. And Diego Costa, he's now officially joined Wolves.
Has he?
He has indeed, yes. Apparently so, for what I've been hearing. So it's
1 year contract.
I like how he says, isn't Lallana manager? I think he's just took over for the time being, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like he's deputy manager.
Yep. So you'll not take it possibly for the full time.
Wolves haven't announced the cost, but maybe they're going to wait because of what happened yesterday. Same with us with Karius.
Yeah, they could do, yeah.
Plus, they might be waiting for international clearance as well.
Oh, yes.
Because he did get his he did get his work permit rejected as well, didn't he?
Because they waited for Andy Carroll because of that.
I heard it was as well, but I don't know. We'll wait and see though, anyways as well. But there you are. Again, go back to Karius. Can he do well as a backup goalkeeper? Considering we've now got Darlow out for quite some time now.
Let's hope he gets play in the cups.
Yeah,
you could well do, by the looks of it. He's not going to get a whole head of pole.
Hang on. What number will he get then? What shirt number will he get?
I can't see him taking number 1.
1, no. It's going to be like a stupid. It's going to be like a stupid number. It's going to be like 96
15
or something.
Because
who's number 15 for Newcastle?
No, Trippier was. He's now number 2.
I'm going to check the how you got a recent program, Mason, or not?
Aye.
Check what number be. instead of me faffing around, can you just go and check to see what number we could use?
Or number 16, because Jeff Hendrick had that, but obviously he's been out on loan twice.
Yeah.
I-15 hasn't been taken.
You could take number 15 then.
He could do.
Who's? Oh yeah.
27 he could take as well because
Matty Longstaff's 27.
But Matty Longstaff's gone back out on loan again.
Ah, yeah. 20. Oh no, it's Willock.
20,
30. Give the number 30 shit.
31 because Girl Watch is out on loan.
30, yeah, that's not a bad shout as well. 30 as well.
Let's give a stupid number. Let's give him the number 90 shirt.
Well,
obviously we have to think of because the thing about when we play in the cup games, when the under-21s play in is it the Checker Chain Trophy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Seen our numbers when we're playing that.
Oh yeah.
It's like you see the numbers, you go, what? Like 91, 88.
I mean, he's gonna take anything above 10 in my opinion.
Yeah.
You really, really will do as well. Okay, guys, if you enjoyed the show, please, of course, do stick the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button as well. Feel free to donate as well if you would like to. And feel free to become a member of the channel as well. And, of course, if you'd like to appear on tonight's show, again, the link is still pinned in the live comments. We've just got just around over 20 minutes left of the show. So feel free to get yourselves on and we can discuss more about anything football related on tonight's show as well. So, I mean, why did you think that Chelsea wanted Potter as manager?
Young, energetic.
Yeah.
But for what he's done at Brighton as well and what he's done at in Sweden as well, in Swansea.
Yeah.
Working with young players, which might be like the what's the word again? Like the project at Chelsea. I think somebody watched highly profile, and they must have looked like a Eddie Howe, Graham Potter, and they must have wanted to go with Graham Potter because of the stature, and so that's why they must have wanted to went with him.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that. Is Munoz leaving Newcastle? There's a big rumour he could well be in January because they've only got him for 18 months on loan.
It's a shame. He's doing all right for the under-21s.
Yeah. Again, but it's a shame on that one as well. But yeah, I agree with why you think Chelsea decided to appoint Graham Potter as manager because he is still a young manager. He's done very well with Brighton, and the board of Chelsea, are thinking he's going to probably take them up another level as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what did you make of some comments coming from our fan base when Tuchel got sacked, saying he should replace Eddie Howe? Because I know Paul did a video on that as well, and I totally agree with what he said. I mean, I don't want Thomas Tuchel at the moment. I'm really happy with Eddie Howe and what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
I don't see why we should let Eddie Howe go and bring in another manager.
Exactly.
I think the football's been really good under Eddie Howe.
Aye.
And it can only get better as well. This is a comment from I Like Coffee. David Santon has retired too. Yes, he has.
I heard about that.
Age of 31. He's retired because of the injuries he's had. And he must be thinking the injuries have really caught up with him now. And he's decided that that's it now for him.
Is that not level 7 Dave's favourite player?
I know he said he would have him back, wouldn't he? I remember that. But
did he when you went do you see Joey Barton in the weekend the other day?
I didn't actually know.
Yes.
I actually did see that. I've got to admit, but but what do you make of David Santon decided to call it? I mean, what did you make of his time at Newcastle as well?
It's all right.
It was alright.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he didn't really have a left foot on him. That was my problem with him.
I remember the True Geordie was always talking about him having no left.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was it, wasn't it? So.
I mean, you know, as I was like, 'cause I saw a tweet by the Premier League and by Newcastle saying any tickets where you bought for like the West Ham game, they are still valid when the game gets rearranged.
I've seen that, yeah. So I think,
and I think the train companies are looking into it. See if you bought tickets to travel down, then they're still going to be valid as well.
I think that's a very good idea. That like
it is, but then you need to think, what if they're like not available because of work? Because if it gets rescheduled for midweek,
yeah,
it could be. I mean, the fact is, if the Bournemouth game goes ahead, when we play them, if that does go ahead on the 17th, now the fact is that there is a train strike happening as well.
Yeah, the Brighton game against
and that's how Brighton against Palace got called off.
Aye.
But yet again, because that game is a derby, because them two are quite rivalries, which means that they're going to have to be escorted in by the police. With those being a derby, and that's why they probably thought, with the train strike being happening, how are the police going to escort them in? So there you are. But
I have to go now.
What about the Bournemouth fans that happen to come up all that journey as well?
I see you later then. I have to go.
See you later, Lewis.
No problem, Lewis. Good to see you come in.
Yeah, no problem. Bye.
See you, Lewis. Thanks very much for joining. Yeah, that was Lewis.
Mason, you're on mute at the minute.
I mean, Mason, what do you make of that? There's like, if the games do go ahead, there is a train strike happening, and how are fans
being cancelled? Being cancelled.
Well,
that's good news if that's true.
They've been cancelled because of what's happened.
Well, we still haven't had official confirmation on that.
It got confirmed by one of the train companies this afternoon.
That which
train
one?
strikes off. LNER, but the train strikes off.
Oh, it's not happening anymore.
No.
Oh, so they're going ahead with it now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right then. Fair play, because I didn't see that. I've got.
I seen this afternoon that due to the circumstances of what's happened with the Queen, they're going to cancel all train strikes next week.
I think that's only right if people have got to get to places as well. But then if they've cancelled the train strikes, so again, if the games do go ahead, they could put the Brighton and Palace game back on.
They should do if they're going to play the full round of fixtures.
Yeah, I think there'll be more news in regards to that some point later on in the week if the games next week do go ahead. Again, we'll wait and see. But if they do postpone them, again, it's understandable because of what happened yesterday. At minute, there's loads of people, and of course, the royal family themselves are still paying their respects, grieving over what happened to the Queen as well. So I think there'll be more news brought on that next week when we get that. So, but there you go. White Trout says Santon was better in FIFA. Well, I guess you didn't really rate him at Newcastle, did you? I don't think he was that bad for me.
I like Santon. He was alright.
Yeah.
Oh, I prefer Kabay.
Kabay was quality, wasn't he? He really, really was indeed, wasn't he? But here you go. Hey guys, do keep the comments in because we've got around about 50 minutes left of the show as well. So there. But if Diego Costa does go to Wolves, how do you think he's going to do? Because he's been away from the Premier League quite a long time and he is getting on a bit now. So how do you think he could do? How could he do Diego Costa if he does go to Wolves?
I'm not too
interested. How old's Costa now? He's got to be in his 30s now.
30. He's 34 next month.
I
don't know, because he got released by someone in Brazil.
It's an interesting with Costa, like.
It is, like, isn't it?
He has been quite injury prone, hasn't he? Recent years.
He kind of has, isn't he? But again, if Wolves think he could still do something, fair play to them. But again, he has been out of the Premier League for such a very, very long time. So it's going to go either way. It could go very well, or he probably may not have the pace here for the Premier League as well, which is what I'm going to say as well, definitely. So there. Some news like Arsenal's trio left out of the Brazil warm-up squad. So you see Brazil have snubbed out Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Martinelli, and Gabriel Magalhães. So 3 Arsenal players left out of the Brazilian squad. What do you make of that, like?
Bit of a surprise, really.
Even Royal Mail cancelled theirs too. I think that's in regards to the strikes as well. Or something like that as well. So fair play to them as well. And I'm a bit surprised why Brazil have left out the likes of Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli. But they have Bruno has been picked up. So has Paqueta as well. Joe Linton hasn't got a look in for the Brazilian side yet. Do you think he's not going to be knocking on the door very shortly for them?
Maybe.
What do you think, Archer?
What's up?
Is Joe Linton could be knocking on the door for a Brazil call-up?
He could do. Maybe him and Bruno.
He possibly could. Well, Bruno has been picked up.
I reckon Nick Pope's got a chance of England call-up for Qatar.
Well, he has, because Pickford has picked up an injury.
He should go.
But to me, Pope should be number 1 in terms of England goalkeeper in the first place.
How old's Nick Pope? About 30.
30 exactly, but he's still got it. This is a comment. I like Coffee says, is Brazil favourite to win the World Cup?
I'll probably say yeah. Because
they're going to be up there as well.
With the heat, they'll be more used to that than the European countries.
Yep, absolutely. So they've got an opportunity. White Trout says them or the Argies. So Argentina. Again, that all depends who they pick as well.
Well, they haven't got Argentina haven't got Messi now, have they?
He's still going, I think.
Is he still playing with Argentina?
I think so. But this will be last World Cup, him and Ronaldo.
It could well be, by the looks of it, considering that they're more well into their primes now, as well, definitely. As well, so... Fred in the World Cup squad, God, he does play okay for his career, but for Man United, he's absolutely terrible.
I've seen Roy Keane say, if you think he's good enough for Man United, you're living in cuckoo land.
Well, exactly, because I don't think he's played a good game for Man United at all. Well, from what I've seen. So there you are. What can you do as well?
Peter, I'm going to shoot.
No problem, Mason.
See you later, Mason.
See you later.
See you, Mason.
That's
Good to
well.
see you. We'll see you on the next show. So there. But again, go back to VAR, guys. It's cost for quite a lot of points this season. 9 points in total. Scandalous, that is.
For me, it's not the system. Like VAR can work well, like we've seen in the World Cup, even like the Euros last summer. It's like the way we're using it, it's not good enough.
I mean, it's not like, and people are calling it for it to be gone. And it's, I mean, it had an absolute clusterfuck weekend just last weekend, didn't it? So many scandalous decisions it did, and there you are. But yeah. So, Archer, do you think it was right to postpone all the football games for the weekend?
Yeah, it's best anyway, because obviously since the Queen passed away yesterday, I think it's best to postpone the games because it's at the minute like it's football's not really that important. It's more like obviously since we've just literally lost the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's due to respects. I literally thought like the Grand National was going to be called off, but obviously that's not. But I just want to wish Lawrence all the best if you're doing a great enough run.
Thanks.
Yeah, because that one's still going ahead. There's still some sport events go ahead, which I'm a bit surprised. I know the government did say, "Oh, you can still go with the games," but I think all the football associations decided to come.
I reckon like next week we are supposed to be playing Bournemouth next week, but I think them games might be postponed as well for next week because the funeral's going to be like in a fortnight's time on the Monday.
It could be. Again, it's apparently going to be within just under a week or just over a week from what I've been hearing. So,
well, I've done a bit of research. For Princess Diana's death, like our game against Liverpool was actually called off like at short notice when the crash happened, and then the following weekend, done research. England did play, but I think they didn't play on the day of the funeral. All the EFL games were moved to like the Friday or the Sunday, so that could potentially happen here. But then if it's the Monday, I don't think there's any game scheduled because we've got international break just afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely, we do. But of course, again, we'll just wait and see. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if the next week's games were to be off as well. Beetle Greg says apparently the Queen was a QPR fan. Interesting. I like how he says, did Archer get that Wolves goalkeeper beard?
Someone's beard.
I think he just needs to grow it out a bit more. Or did the Wolves goalkeeper get Archer's beard? Ian, even I hope you're well. I think games will go ahead next week. We'll wait and see. There'll be more news. There'll be more news on it within possibly next week or so, whether the games will go ahead or not. But we just
if I'm gonna guess yes or no, I'd probably say yes. That's maybe just based off like non-league games getting rescheduled for next week.
Yeah, it could be because those are taking place next week, aren't they?
Aye.
So it could well happen. But again, Musical Magpies. It says, so what does Joe Linton need to do to get into the Brazil squad?
Let's see.
What do you think he's got to do to get in that Brazil squad, Joe Linton? To me, he's just got to keep performing like he has been performing. And one day he might just get it. You might just get it. Ian says, think the funeral will be on the 19th, so no games that day. We'll wait and see. I don't think we haven't had the full date of the funeral for the Queen yet. But again, that'll be more during course in regards to next week.
And the 19th on Monday.
Is it definitely on the 19th?
19th, yeah, that's on Monday.
Is that when it's definitely happened, or
no? Well,
I mean,
no,
that's a date. But if it does happen, but yeah, that is definitely on a Monday. So as well, last few minutes of the show, guys, as well. Again, I know I said this earlier in the show. Trevor Sinclair, his comments disgraceful.
Aye.
TalkSport have pulled him off the show, which was the right thing. And to me, I said yesterday when I tweeted out as well, he shouldn't be anything involved in football now. Considering he's been done for a similar thing. Plus, he's been done for drink driving as well. So, yeah. But Ian says, be good to get some players back to fitness. Yeah, absolutely agree. And again, Michaelos again was well out of order with his comments. Him as well. But it does, because we kind of struggled in a way without the likes of Bruno, without the likes of ASM as well. What do you reckon?
Yeah. I think if ASM plays against Palace, we probably win that game.
Possibly. But even though we should have won the game last Saturday because we were robbed.
Aye.
Of another VAR decision. Beetle Greg says, go Linton. But here you are. So there. R.A. Coffee says, Trevor is a bell end. Well, not just a bell end. Paul will be saying he's a monumental bell end. And he is. I don't get why. Trevor Sinclair's comments have destroyed what career he had. Absolutely. He certainly really has. And he's no good apologizing now. He tweeted what he did. And he can't delete them off now because people have seen it. And TalkSport have pulled him off as well. He's going to look like a right idiot now with what he's done. And as well, again, I'm just a big, why did he come out with that?
Exactly.
I just don't know. It's just so bizarre, and I hope he's pulled away from football altogether. Should not be anywhere involved to do with football anymore. I've got to admit, Michaelos has got to be careful as well because he really came out aggressively towards Adam Pearson. What's everyone's favourite Queen song according to Greg? Quite a few I like, actually. It's hard to pick which
I'd say We Are the Champions.
Yeah, good one. That's a good one.
Or The Show Must Go On.
Yeah, good one as well. So there you are. Ian says, what was he thinking? Should have kept his views to himself. He should have. He absolutely should have. And again, he's looking like a right twat of himself now because of what he did. What's Michaelos done? If you go in on Adam Pearson's Twitter, when Adam Pearson put a tweet out about with the games being called off, it gives a chance for the likes of Bruno and ASM to be fit. Go check the comments on Adam Pearson's tweet, and you'll see what Michaelos put it. Absolutely order. Show must go on. Hell yeah, man. But ayo. So there. Well, guys, we've come to the end of the show now because we've been going for a couple of hours. So there you are. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming on tonight. And we should have this show back again next Friday as well.
Right.
All right. So,
all right, thanks for having us.
No problem. We'll check it out later. Cheers. No problem. Yeah, just go and have a look at what Adam Poe is, and you see what Miglo's commented. Bang out of order. Well, guys, thank you so much again for coming on tonight, and I'll catch you all later.
Right. Catch you later.
See you.
See you later.
Well, guys, again, that's the end of the show. Bye, PD and all. 99. Thanks, lads. Anytime as well. Well, guys, thank you so much again for tonight. I'm glad to have the show back on. Again, it did clash with like other content and commitments than unfortunately I had on, which is why the show had not been going for a while, but glad to have it back, and we should definitely be getting it back quite regularly now. So there you are as well. So we definitely should be back again next week with a show as well. Of course, we had not having any games on this weekend, so I did have to stop. I did have to cancel the preview, the live watch along, and of course the review and the player rating show as well, definitely. But again, do keep an eye out again in case if the games do go ahead. Of course, preview the Bournemouth game because we're at home. Fan reactions, quick thoughts after the game, and again match review and player ratings as well, definitely. Well, guys, again, thank you so much for tonight. Hope you enjoy your weekend, definitely as well. And again, rest in peace to our Queen, Queen Elizabeth II. See you later, guys. Good night. Take care.